Okay, welcome back. We're going to do part 2 of depth of field. I'm going to animate this depth of field so it follows this ball. Okay, so we'll look into that. So I'm going to select the camera and I'm going to go to the depth of field. Now, what I want to animate here is this focus distance. I've set an f-stop just arbitrarily, and I have a focus region scale I'm going to bring back to 1. Okay, so to follow the ball, I want to find the distance, the focal distance of the ball. And I'm going to start it from where it enters my view, right here. So I'm going to start it on frame 48. I'm going to write that down. So again, I have my distance from the camera at this point, right here. So on frame 48, where I'm going to start my camera depth of field animation, it's 59.1 for my distance from the camera to the ball. Again, if you didn't watch part 1, I got this screen up here, this heads-up display. We're going to display heads-up display object details, and then I chose view to select my camera, and the distance from the camera here is the distance from the object to the camera. So obviously when I have the camera selected, it's 0, but I'm going to go out here to select the ball and I see 59.1. So that's on frame 48. I'm going to go to where it hits the ball. For me, that's 96. And here the focal length, the foot distance from camera rather, is 37.5. So now I have the frames, 48 and 96, and the distance from the camera for both of those. So I'm going to go back to view and select my camera over here. I'm going to go to frame 48, right there, and I'm going to type in focus distance, 59.1, enter. And then I'm going to right click on focus distance and I'm going to set a key. I'm going to go to frame 96, right, that was 48, yeah, 96. And I'm going to type in 37.5, enter. I'm going to right click on focus distance and I'm going to set a key. So let's see what I have. It does go slightly out of focus, probably because my camera change is a little bit different. Let's see, it's a little out of focus. So it's probably because this path is a different tangent than the focus distance change. So at some points during the change, it's out of focus. As my ball will hits the table, it kind of it kind of rebounds up quicker. So I could go right to here, right to where it hits the table. I'm going to select the camera. Let's see, that's frame 84. And I'm going to note the distance, 42.3, actually 42.4. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to view, select camera. At my frame 84, I'm going to type, yeah, see it was way off, 40. I have 42.4, 42.4, enter. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to set a key. So let's see if that helps hold the ball any more in focus. Pretty much, it does an okay job. Now I'm not going backwards, so when it comes back here, when it hits, this ends my change of focus distance. So when the ball goes back, it's out of focus again. But you can see how the animated depth of field follows the ball into the hitting the vase. It's just animating the focus distance.